Good evening, folks. My name is Dan Galligan. I'm here with my partner tonight, Brendan King, and we are here for another exciting evening of Griffin basketball. How you doing tonight, Brendan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, the Griffins are coming into this game. They're 13-10. They're 6-5 in conference, and we got a big one tonight versus Carl Sandburg.
Oh yes, Sandburg, one of our biggest rivals here from Lincoln Way. And if it turns out to be like the sophomore game with the big comeback the Griffins have, it should be an exciting one.
Well, hopefully, I'd like to see the Griffins get off to a early start. I know our sophomores had trouble. They tried to come back, but wasn't quite enough there in the sophomore game, so they're coming off a loss. But the varsity coming off of 2 losses, actually, Providence and HF. And I know we're looking forward to playing Sandburg, who we've beaten once already this season by 1 at their place. Obviously, we got them at home tonight, and we're very optimistic.
Yeah, if you look at this crowd, everybody's ready for a game. You go Griffins dancing down there, and like you said, Providence and HF we lost to, and you know, it's really hard to win in this conference. So many good teams.
Absolutely. Now, I know we got an interview coming up with Susan Hamilton and head coach Rich Kalima, so if we get interrupted, so we can throw you down to that. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw you down right now to Susan Hamilton and Coach K.
Mr. Kalima, so we already played Sandburg this year, so what can we expect from them?
Well, the first ball game over at Sandburg was a great game. We were fortunate to win by 1, 37-36.
I remember that was a very, very close game.
Yeah. So tonight, you know, we don't have many secrets. We're going to play basically the same way we played throughout the year. They know us well. We think we know them pretty well, and it should be a good ball game.
Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Ooh! Our new camera's here. Sweet! Timmy!
Hey friends, can I help you? GTV, we have normal sized fingers.
Well, I don't know what to make of those very interesting commercials that we saw there. Was that the Griffin?
Yeah, I think it was. He's making a surprise stop here at Griffin TV.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to send out an email or maybe write a letter to his congressman. I have no idea.
Poor guy. I mean, he can't.
No, yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have fingers. He's got. I mean, what would you call that? Yeah, I don't know. So he was having some trouble, and then was that a young boy jumping out of a box?
Well, you know, here at GTV, some of our cameras, they weren't working the way they were supposed to, and we were looking so much forward to get them back, and then you came in.
And yeah, I guess there was a mix-up at the shipping facility.
Boy,
so
that's a pretty surprising mix-up, a camera for a boy.
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting a great shot of the big crowd here tonight. I know one of the things that's kind of exciting is the whole varsity football team wanted to come out and support the team tonight. So they're all here, most of them wearing their jerseys, it looks like. Coach Savonar, his wife, his 3 young boys. Coach Jim Martin's in the house. I see Dr. Jensen. So a big show of support tonight for our Griffins. And I know in a moment we're going to have our colors and the national anthem is going to be performed. So we'll let you enjoy that. And when we get back, we'll talk a little bit about this matchup tonight, which features our 13-10 Lincoln Way East Griffins playing Carl Sandburg High School. And Brendan, I don't even know if you know this, but the postseason tournament seedings have come out, and we will actually be playing Sandburg in the first round.
Oh, what a game.
Yeah, so we've played them once at their place. We won by a point. We've got them tonight. We'll see what happens. And then we've got, you know, a big playoff game as soon as the season's over, the tournament game. So, you know, it doesn't get much bigger than this, and it doesn't get much bigger than that first game in the tournament against an arch rival of ours.
Yeah, that's going to be a great playoff game. I say one of the best of Lincoln Way East's history.
Now that game is actually being played at Lincoln Way North. They are hosting the regional, so it's Lincoln Way East versus Carl Sandburg at Lincoln Way North. So there's a lot of storylines there.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there we are again. Got the camera on us right now. Oh boy.
Yeah, there we are. We'll get a quick wave in before the anthem.
Always getting that
it's always nice. We have any number of students willing to perform the anthem and probably do a better job of Christina Aguilera at the Super Bowl.
Oh boy, that was another huge mix-up.
Wow, one of the better renditions of our national anthem that I've heard at a high school game. We're going to have to get that young lady's name and give her some props because that was an absolutely fantastic rendition. Great job, young lady.
Yeah, this is one of the loudest I've heard this place ever be.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when they start cheering before the song's done, that's how you know you're doing a good job.
And here's our starting lineups.
Well, there you have it, folks, the starting lineups for both teams. The Griffins are going to go with number 3, Zoran Arsenovic, number 5, Jalen Jones, number 23, Jelani or Jay Yancey, number 24, the other Jones, Jeremy Jones, we got the two brothers, and number 42, Joel Magram, the big 6'5" junior center. So getting a good look now at the cheerleaders and the dancers who add so much to these broadcasts and to these games. Obviously, they're going to be working real hard, supporting the team and cheering us on at halftime, so we'll make sure you guys get to see their routines. We also have our band here tonight. As I mentioned earlier, we got a large contingent of the football team here to support the boys tonight. So one of the better crowds of the season, and even Sandburg traveled pretty well. Came south on LaGrange Road, and they're here to support their squad as well.
Yeah, both schools not so far from each other, so it's not like going out to Lockport or anything like that.
Well, you know, it's kind of weird. We're on the same street, so you kind of feel like, oh, you know, not too far. But Sandburg is actually one of the further schools in our district. I mean, obviously the Lincoln Ways are closer, Andrew's closer.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be close to see who's closer, Lockport or HF. But I know it takes a while to get up LaGrange Road to Sandburg. I do know that.
Yes. And we'll start off the game. It's Zoran Arsnevic, the point guard, taking it away. And Griffins will have some good ball movement already. They'll go out to Yancey. Yancey for a three. He'll miss off the board. And there'll be a quick whistle. So who's got the possession of the ball? It's going to go to the Griffins. See, Jeremy Jones will inbound, and another three attempt off the rebound, off the board again, and here comes Sandburg up the middle. Picked off by Jones. Zoran Arsnevic's gonna take it up. Arsnevic will go to Yancey. Yancey in the paint. Oh, knocked out of his hands. Nice play there by the Eagles. They knocked the ball right out of Yancey's hands, and that's kind of hard to do because Yancey's a very good protector of the ball when he has it in the paint. But good news here, the Griffins will get the ball back for a third straight time. It'll go straight to Jalen Jones. Puts it up, and it'll go off the board again. Griffins can't get a point here, so the Eagles will take over. A minute into the game, no score.
Well, one thing we've been able to do in a couple of our last games is get off to a pretty good start.
Ooh, almost going Blake Griffin there.
Yeah, they're definitely trying for the alley-oop there. Pass wasn't quite where it needed to be, but clearly there's some players on this team that have got the hops, otherwise they're not going to attempt something like that.
Right.
Now, the Griffins have been able to get off to some good starts lately, and that's been a key. Right now, after a minute and a half or so, just 0-0. So we'll see if either of these teams can get it going early.
Let's hope it's the Griffins who jumpstart first. Jeremy Jones will work with Zoran Arsnevic on the pass. Arsnevic with a fake in the paint. We'll go to Yancey. Yancey, big three!
Great little catch and shoot, even with the defender coming out and getting a hand in his face. Great job.
Yancey already having lots of shots tonight. Finally got his points. They most deserved. Nice ball movement by the Eagles in the paint. 5 quick passes that went just like that.
Yeah, I mean, did you get the impression that they were like passing it more quickly than they needed to, like it was a little contest or a game?
Yeah. Shot fake, more quick passes. Boy, it will be taken by the Griffins, and Jalen Jones to his brother Jeremy. Joe Magrum takes it to the paint. Magrum being tightly guarded. He'll dish it out to Jalen Jones. Jones in the paint, off the rim. And it will be taken by the Eagles. Tight defense there by Yancey. Another quick pass, but again picked off by the Griffins.
2 turnovers in a row, but right now the Griffins got to convert,
Magrum.
and they do. Magrum with the little 12-footer.
Magrum off to a good start in the paint. The student section making some noise. That's the football team that year. Guarded by the Griffins. Double team already being played. In the paint, a dribble, and it will be a whistle.
First foul on the Griffins. Yeah, so much at stake tonight. I mean, obviously, knowing that we're going to play Sandburg in the first round of the IHSA tournament, there's always that question, and the Bears had to do this this past season. How much do you want to show? You know, do you want to show your full hand? And with the Bears, you know, they already knew they'd qualify, they clinched their division. So it's possible they sort of withheld a little bit of their playbook, even though they did keep all their starters in there against that game against Green Bay.
Yeah, well, you know, the Bears had a chance to put Green Bay out of their misery, and then,
in retrospect, maybe we should have gone harder after that game.
Yeah.
I mean, we kept our starters in, but the offense was a little vanilla. I think they were kind of holding back. They didn't want to show their full hand going into the playoffs. Well, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, both teams know they're in. They're playing each other, but they know each other. Okay, I asked Coach Klimas this very question. You know, do you hold back a little bit? He said, we got no secrets. Okay, we play each other twice every year. We've been doing it every year. There's no shortage of tape on us. We got no secrets. We just got to do what we got to do.
Yeah, that would be my game plan. I mean, I'm not going to take it easy on a team no matter what. You know, I want to win. And there's Jalen Jones in the paint. 7-2.
Very strong take to the hole right there.
By the baseline, that's a little tough to do when you're guarded by 2 people. heavily guarded by Jeremy Jones. Griffins putting on the defense early, and Sandburg, they're really just passing.
Well, it looks to me like part of Sandburg's offensive philosophy is they're looking to get a certain number of passes at least before they even look to shoot, because they're all about passing so far. Now, sometimes it's about finding the open man, but there are teams that aren't even looking to shoot or score until they've passed the ball, 3-4 times. That might be the case here.
But I think the Griffins are picking that up a little early here, and that's great because they could hold them to this lead that they have. Here comes Sandburg on the East paint, the Big East logo. And then, on the baseline, blocked.
It's not often where you see a shot blocked by 3 people, and that's pretty much what just happened.
How do you split that up? I know when somebody sacks a guy, it's a half a sack, but
yeah, I've never seen the third of a block.
Here comes Arsnevic. Jones to his brother, Jalen. The Jones brothers used to like to work together, and there's a shot. Oh, it rattled off the rim and out. Picked up Arsnevic. Here he comes. Fast break. Layup. 2 points.
That should be illegal. You can't pickpocket people like that.
The student section is erupting here early.
Well, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a Griffins team that wants to run up and down the court. They want to run, and Sandburg doesn't want to. Okay, they want to slow it down.
Mr. Galligan?
Shut up!
GTV, we do the work so you don't have to.
Wow, those students were very diligently working on something. I wonder what it was.
Yeah, well, as he said, GTV, we do the work so you don't have to, and that was pretty scary for me.
Yeah, I don't know if that was that one of my classes? Those kids were working pretty intently on something. I must have given them an essay or something. I don't know.
And I know you take your essays seriously.
Yeah, as I was saying before the commercial, though, Lincoln Way, as we're about to do right now with Yancey, we want to run.
And it'll be off the rim, but running.
Sandburg, not so much. They want to pass. They want to get into their half-court offense, and like I said, it looks like they're intent on making a certain number of passes each possession before they even really look to score.
Yeah, it's not working out for them, but working out for the Griffins very well. 9-2 is the score. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Let's see. We got some new personnel here for the Griffins. We got Michael Thompson and Brett Sheehan in for Jalen Jones and Doran Arsnevic. They need a little break. They've been working hard. Jeremy Jones, next free throw is a good one. Here comes Sandburg. They'll try to retaliate here. They need 9 points. Sheehy guarding, and more passing by Sandburg, but it looks like a little bit they're slowing it down, not like that 5 passes in the second earlier. Pass, and it will be out of bounds.
And the turnover right in front of the football team. They were very animated about they were very happy with what they saw.
Yeah, well, football team, they're going to start working hard. They got their new uniforms on that were just distributed this year, and let's hope they could get some wins next year under Coach Zavonar.
Oh, there's no question. Of course, Coach Zavonar here with his wife and his 3 young boys, the triplets. I also see head girls basketball coach Jim Martin, Dr. Jensen, offensive coordinator for the varsity football team Joel Palisard is here with his family. So
there's
a lot
Yancey.
of coaches tonight.
You can't take your eye off the court or else something happens, sounds like here tonight. Guarded by Thompson. Matt Sputic is in now. Oh, tipped off a player. Almost went in the basket. What
Yeah, Sheehy got his hand in the passing lane and knocked that ball straight up. It almost went off the backboard and in.
Yeah, it would have been a little not top 10 right there, unfortunately. But here's a 3 attempt off the rim. Here comes Sandburg fast. Pass. Fake. And in the paint, baseline. Can't get it in. Rebound by Magrum. Magrum, another rebound. He'll add to his portfolio here tonight. Magrum being tightly guarded at the three-point line, but it will be stolen by Sandburg. They're working their way up. Paint! And it will be a foul.
Magrum makes up for the turnover with a timely charge.
Another chant from the student section here. I have a feeling these guys are going to be doing that all night. John Jankowski, the biggest player on the Griffins, 6'7" in right now. Jankowski will take over at center, while Brett Sheehy will go to power forward. Also, we got Sean Hambin in, but Michael Thompson for 2.
Jankowski, just a sophomore, getting some valuable early minutes in the game.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be back for years to come, and that height, that's really going to help him. Another quick pass, almost stolen by Thompson. Here's at the free throw line, he swishes. So the Sandburg's first bucket of the night, it looks like, because they had 2 free throws. And there maybe comes another one. They'll come in for a layup.
Yeah, you know Coach Clemens isn't happy about those 4 quick points.
Buzzer
right
beater
before the buzzer.
Off the rim.
Sean Hammond getting a great look, almost putting it in at half court.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw it or not, but today in the sophomore game, Eric Spudik, Matt's brother, he sunk a buzzer beater to end the first half. The gymnasium, it erupted. It was just crazy in here.
Yeah, I missed that. Who knows what I was doing? I didn't quite see it, but we go into the first quarter, the end of the first quarter, with a 15-6 lead, and I'm sure that's Coach Kalimas makes him.
GTV, keeping you warm this holiday season.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like that little boy lost his jacket or something.
Well, you know, it's really cold out. That's all I could say.
Well,
you know.
yeah, I mean, it's getting warmer, but up until last week, it was still really cold out, and looks like that little guy lost his jacket, and someone from GTV was kind enough to
lend his jacket.
Yeah, right. It's all about giving.
Yeah. And I guess GTV's keeping you warm this holiday season, so
yeah, now, which holiday that is, I don't know. Maybe President's Day.
So, I don't know if that
Lincoln's
means...
birthday?
I don't know if that means every time you're outside on a bench and you're cold, that means somebody from GTV is going to show up, but with a coat.
I wouldn't count on it. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sandburg has woken up. Maybe they've ditched their let's pass it 12 times before we take a shot.
But
that rule wasn't working.
Thompson for 2 off the rim, but rebound by Magrum, keeps it in. Hammond with a nice catch. Hammond almost got it stolen. That could have been a reaching in. Spudik, Thompson.
Right now, what you want to do a little bit is just hold the ball and make sure you get a good possession, because it went from being a 15-2 game very quickly to a 15-8 game.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you, but Brett Sheehy's pass is too low for Sean Hammond.
Yeah, good idea there. He saw the cutter just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, well, usually the Griffins are really good passers, but you know you got to be careful when there's a guy from the opposing team right in front of you.
Well, he had picked up his dribble. I'm sure he was concerned about getting a 5-second violation, so maybe hurried that pass just a little bit for Sheehy.
But no harm done right now. A shot fake. Spudik almost went into the bleachers, it looked like, and the Sandburg will capitalize.
And that's probably the first time where that extra pass really, really paid off for Sandburg. That was nicely done.
Yeah. Well, about the shot fake, you don't see them every day anymore. It's probably one of the unused things here in basketball now. It's just going to the net.
Absolutely. You know, at a minimum, if you can get that guy off his feet, you can take a little shuffle step or a side step and get a cleaner look. And Michael Thompson gets a really clean look right under the basket.
Nice play by Thompson there, getting the paint, and for two, it's 17-10.
Well, it's just a great job moving without the ball. That's exactly what he did.
Got a whistle, go the Griffins' way, and we'll have a check-in here. Coming out here, the Griffins change up a little bit. They got Jalen Jones and Zoran Arsnevic back with Jelani Yancey. And fighting forward in the paint, it'll come Sandburg way outside the three-point line. Shoots for a three, and there's a big three.
Yeah, he got a real good look at that shot. So 17-13 now, Sandburg, and Coach Klimas not liking the direction things are going. He'll take a timeout and try to figure out what they got to do.
Well, I mean,
Whoa!
When did it snow?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Whoa.
GTV, no detail escapes us.
I thought it was kind of creepy the way that guy was just waiting there, you know, in front of the snowdrift.
well, yeah, you know, you always got to have one of those taglines, but yeah, you know, that's an opinion right there.
Well, that just goes to show how much snow we actually received here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, the snowpocalypse came along, but now it's
We made it, though.
Yeah.
We made it.
I don't think anybody really had any trouble. They just stayed in their house all day, and probably the teenagers and kids played video games, so not bad.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And we'll have a jump ball here. Who's it
I'll
gonna
tell
be
you
with?
what, this Sandburg coach is, I'll use the word animated. It's the second quarter, you're down 4 points, okay? You know,
Yeah.
you might want to conserve a little of that energy.
Yeah, for the fourth quarter, but that's head coach Todd Allen and Mr. Allen, which said a little animated.
Yeah, the one of the referees had to go over there and have a little chat with him and soothe his nerves.
And on the other side, you just see Coach Kalimas smiling.
Coach Kalimas, he'll, you know, if he's got something to say, he'll say it, but I mean, he's not going to be jumping up and down like Todd Allen.
Well, let's see. We got Jeremy Jones coming back in for Michael Thompson. Thompson had many minutes of time, so he'll get a quick rest. Jeremy Jones will inbound. He'll go to Yancey. Yancey looking for some real estate. Can't find it, but he'll find some now off the rim. Woo-hoo.
Griffins have had a couple of really strong takes to the hole and just had him rim out.
In the paint, Sandburg will miss a fadeaway, I would say, shot. Arsnevic will go to Joe Magrum. Back to Arsnevic. Oh, it'll go into the Sandburg bench. Almost hit Coach Todd Allen. Let's see, we're going to have Jalen Jones be the inbounder this time. Zoran Arsnevic, who will usually catch the inbounds. Go to Jeremy Jones, to his brother Jalen. Joe Magrum in the paint, fighting for some real estate. Can he get it? Oh, there we got a whistle. Travel.
You can't do that, Joel. That was one too many steps.
Well, sometimes
you get away with it, though.
Yeah, well, if the ref's not standing right in front of you, maybe you will. I mean, if maybe you won't, but yeah, it's all right. 17-13 still. And Sandburg in the paint. Out to the three-point line. He'll take a three off the rim. Sandburg will retain, and it'll go to Joe Magrum's hands. And the Griffins will start over very slowly here.
Score's been stuck at 17-13 for the last couple minutes. Both teams trying to figure out, are we going to run? Is it going to be a half-court game? What exactly is happening here?
Yeah, the Griffins found out what the Eagles were going to do first quarter. They're just going to pass. But now the quarter's over, each team I think has changed their game plan a little bit.
Well, the one thing I've noticed is that most of Sandburg's points have come off turnovers. I would say that their offense isn't necessarily working what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's happening is their defense is generating some of their offense, and that's been the best thing they've done tonight.
Right. Well, they've had some good defense, and, it's only a 4-point game, so usually the Griffins right now, they're streaking away on some teams. But they're fighting for. Finds Arsnevic in the paint, off the rim. That would have been an easy shot, but Arsnevic just can make it go through. Ooh, almost picked off by Magrum, but he caught him a little bit, so there'll be a quick foul.
Just the second foul on the Griffins against 4 for Sandburg.
Yeah, just the second foul. First one happened in the first quarter, so really good foul. Not in trouble from the Griffins.
Well, I think for the most part, these refs have been letting the guys play because there's been a couple times where I thought perhaps they might have called a foul.
Yeah.
Reach-ins, bumps, and they've managed to keep the whistle from blowing. So far, so good in terms of letting the guys play and let it get settled on the court instead of on the free throw line. Great back door.
Oh, Jones again slipping
done
by the baseline. Here's Sandburg, tight defense. Here comes Zoran Arsnevic with Jeremy Jones. Fast break. Sandburg got a hand on it, but will go Sandburg.
Great defensive play. It really should have been 2 for the Griffins. Jones maybe wanted to think about giving that back up to Arsnevic, the trailer. Tried to take it himself, though, maybe finish and draw the foul. He ends up with neither Sandburg ball.
Yeah, but hey, that's a lot of thinking when you're going that fast down court.
Absolutely it is.
And we'll get a whistle here. Good look from upstairs down at the corner. Zoran Arsnevic's going to inbound to Jeremy Jones, looks like.
I'll tell you what, one thing I could not handle if I were a basketball coach is being that close to the other team's coach. In baseball and football, you're nowhere near each other. You're on the other side. I wouldn't be able to handle all the things he's saying. I'd probably want to comment on some of it. I like having my own side. I think it's for the best.
Like he's screaming at the ref, going there for a little sarcastic comment. Well,
That's exactly right. I'd be, if I can hear what he's saying, whether it be to the ref or his players, I might be inclined to make a little comment here or there. So it's better that I have my side. You can have yours.
Yeah. Well, in baseball, you really don't see it a lot, but, when Lou Pinello's in the dugout, and sometimes he's screaming down to the other dugout once in a while. Ooh, behind the back by Jalen Jones. What a move. Oh, but he can't finish. Now Yancey will pick it up. Great finish by a good move by Jones.
Jalen Jones goes behind the back twice. Can't put it in, though. Yancey cleans it up.
Hey, but an assist, that's an assist, so they'll take it. Cross-court movement, he'll go for a quick jumper, he'll get it for 2. So the Eagles' first points in over, 3 minutes.
It's been 3 or 4 minutes, yeah.
Arsnevic's going a little twist. And there's Yancey one more time, can't get it in.
There have been 4 or 5 just little short shots, haven't quite fallen, but nevertheless, real good looks for the Griffins.
Right. Dish it out. Oh, another shot fake. That's what the Eagles are doing great. And go for a 3. There's a big 3.
And that is another example of where that extra pass really paid off, although he very easily could have shot it. He was wide open.
Mm-hmm. But, always helping out the teammate. Jalen Jones to Joe Magrum. Arsnevic going up. Can't get it. Got a minute left here in the first half. Puts off the board, and it will go Griffin way.
Well, the last minute of the first quarter is where Sandburg was really able to get back into this game. It was about 15-2 with 30 seconds left. They scored 2 quick baskets to finish the quarter to make it 15-6, and then they were able to continue with that momentum in the second quarter. So right now the Griffins holding on to that 3-point lead, but you don't want to let Sandburg get back into it in the last minute.
Sandburg will put in their first free throw. At the line is number 10, Jason Vian. Vian is a 6'4" senior. Oh, excuse me, he's a junior. Arsnevic will hand out to Jeremy Jones. He's got 50 seconds to work with, but there'll be a whistle. Coach Kalimas is talking to Yancey on the bench, probably giving a little advice there for next time he comes out. Maybe they'll have a quick change, who knows, but 50 seconds left. Arsnevic, go to Magram. There's Jalen Jones in the paint, but it'll be a travel here, so we'll go Sandburg way. Seen a lot of traveling calls here in the second quarter. And Sean Hammond checked in a few seconds ago. He'll be in for the last 30 seconds. And now the question is Sandburg going to hold on to it for the last shot, or they're going to try to
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hold it, and then probably with about 6 or 7 seconds left, you'll see things start to pick up.
Right. Well, 14 seconds. Will there be a buzzer beater tonight? Out of bounds! So it will go East ball, and Sandburg will not get a chance to
well,
put it
sometimes
up.
when you hold the ball, and you kind of get out of your rhythm, and then you try to do something, it's not that easy.
Jalen Jones has the ball, goes to Hammond. Blocked, so no chance at a buzzer beater for Hammond. But, it's the clock stop at .4.
They really should probably put about a second back, but this isn't the NBA. I don't think they're going to do that.
Always having those clock troubles in the NBA, always delaying 5 minutes when I'm watching a game. Buzzer beater chance, so they got a little air ball, but nonetheless, the Griffins are leading after the first half.
Well, when they played at Sandburg, the Griffins won by 1. Sure enough, it's a 1-point game at halftime, so 21-20. And,
there we go.
you know, not quite the way Coach Klimas would have liked that second quarter to go. Obviously, with the fast start, we were thinking blowout. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a pretty tight ball game.
Yeah. Well, let's hope the Griffins could do the same thing right in the second half, except not give up as many points. Let's hope so. And let's continue for Jalen Jones to have a great half again.
Absolutely. Well, I believe we have another commercial for you, so enjoy.
Ooh! Our new camera's here, sweet! Timmy!
Camera.
Other things.
You get a package in the mail, you're expecting a camera, and a teenage boy jumps out at you. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, but anyways, will you enjoy the performance of our varsity cheerleading squad? Great job, ladies. They are now cleaning off their mats, making way for the varsity pom squad.
Yeah. And a minute ago, as you can see to the left of your screen, there are the other sophomore poms, it looked like. They're cheering on the varsity.
Hey friends, can I help you?
GTV, we have normal-sized fingers.
Hey, Hugo! GTV, we always got your back.
Mr. Galligan?
Shut up!
GTV, we do the work so you don't have to.
Here at Griffin Television, we've discovered the secrets to the ancient pyramids. But all we care about is football!
GTV, keeping you warm this holiday season.
Whoa!
When did it snow?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Whoa!
GTV, no detail escapes us.
Well, we are back. 3.5 minutes left of our halftime show. You got to see some of our GTV commercials that occasionally we will make when we're not busy filming a live sporting event. So you can see we like to have a little fun with those commercials.
Oh
don't
yes, you know, GTV meetings are creative, I would say. You know, we try to have as much creativity as we
Some
can.
of the ideas that we get are absolutely preposterous, but the ones that we can, can do, we will. You know, we'll take a few minutes and we'll create a little commercial. So, anyways, 21-20 here. I mentioned before the half that the first time the Griffins played at Sandburg, actually, they won by 1. That was a big win for us. And now that same point total, just the 1-point lead here at halftime. So we'll see if we can hang on.
Yeah, let's hope the Griffins can. I mean, a great first half. I mean, the defense could have been just a tight better, but offense was just great with Jalen Jones. His behind the backs and his baseline layups were just great.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I'm sure Coach Kaleem has talked about at halftime was that a lot of their points was generated from our mistakes, turnovers. So if we can eliminate the turnovers, that's actually going to hamper their offense. So not only would we be playing better, but we'd be preventing them from getting some of the easy buckets that they've been getting.
Yep, well, as I said, the Griffins, you know, they're going to come out strong, and I hope they play well. And now you got a great look at our band, always practicing, doing great stuff for the school, and do a great job.
Yeah, we've mentioned that before. I mean, they put in so much time into rehearsing, and especially the marching band, because obviously it's not just playing an instrument. Now you're trying to do everything in unison with 100 other people. So they are here all the time. And if you're here, especially in the summer, you'll hear them rehearsing. So
right.
Thanks to them for coming out and being a part of Friday night basketball.
Yeah, and halftime show was great. The Palms, you know, I could never do anything like they just did. You know, that's truth right there. You know, the standing on their head and stuff like that. You know, that's.
I don't think you'd look good in the costume either.
What?
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
Didn't get. Band's a little loud there.
Yeah, well, the band is a little bit loud, but anyways, I don't know. We don't have the point totals here tonight, but a couple of the early leaders are obviously we saw the Jones brothers. We saw Yancey hit a big three-pointer and get us off to that quick start that we were hoping for, although at first it looked like it was going to be a little bit of a slow starting game. It was 0-0 for the first couple of minutes, and then the next thing you know, you looked up and it was Griffins 15-2.
Yeah, well, at the beginning we saw that Sandburg was going with their passing style offense, passing 5 times every play to get a point. But as we could see, they changed that, as I mentioned, and they're probably going to stick with the slowing down thing a little bit more.
It'll be interesting to see if they make any adjustments. I mean, if that's their offense, chances are they will stick with it, but sometimes you do need to make adjustments. But, only down a point at halftime, they probably feel like they're right where they wanted to be. On the road, within a point, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start the third quarter. 8 fresh minutes on the clock. It's 21-20. Fouls are 0-0 as the quarter just starts. And here we go. We have Zoran Arsnevic, Jalen Jones, Jelani Yancey, Jeremy Jones, and Joe Magrum, Coach K, going with the Big Five, as I like to call it.
Yeah, and this is probably one of the bigger Lincoln Wade teams that we've had. Now, we have had bigger centers in the past. We've had a couple of guys who had really good size. John Bartlett from a couple years ago comes to mind. Of course, Adam Geddes, not real tall, but just a huge presence down low, now playing college football at the University of Iowa.
Wow.
But when you look across the board at the starting lineup, you've got Arsnevic at 6'3", the Jones brothers are 6'4", Yancey 6'3", and Magrum 6'5", so that's pretty consistent size.
Yeah. But still a lot to keep up with, as we can see Jalen Jones putting it down another 2. Double team by the Jones brothers, and the double team is in effect early in the third quarter, and Sandburg will go for a 3, and there's a big 3.
One thing you can say about Sandburg is that they can shoot the ball, and when they are open, more often than not, they will knock it down.
Well, 23-23 is the score, tie game, so the Griffins need to get something going here, and Jeremy Jones will try to get started off the rim. Sandburg coming in, nice pass. I don't even know if that was meant to be a pass. Maybe he just got lucky there, bouncing it to him. Sandburg slowing it down a little bit. A minute and a half has already elapsed here in the third quarter. That was quick. And almost blocked, but it will be a point. So 23-25, Sandburg takes the lead.
So the traditional three-pointer, now the unconventional three-point attempt, the and one, trying to give Sandburg their first lead of the night, really.
Yeah, it is their first lead of the night. And no on the free throw for number 10, Jason Vian. So it'll be a rebound from Jalen Jones. Joe Magrum's going to man the three-point line for a while. He's going to go in the paint like he usually does. He's going to try to. He can't get past his defender. Jones to Arsnevic. Arsnevic to Jalen Jones. Oh, tipped by Sandburg, but luckily caught by Arsnevic.
Now it's the Griffins playing the waiting game, making a lot of passes.
Yeah. Both teams have switched plans, I guess. Jeremy Jones passes off, and head coach Todd Allen on the Sandburg side yelling some directions all the way across court. Jalen Jones to his brother. Off the board, and rebound by Yancey. Puts it in for 2. So the pass comes to a good avail. And let's remember, there's no shot clock. So,
yeah,
get
the
all onto
patience
it.
pays off. Not a great look on the initial shot, but Yancey with the big offensive rebound and a nice little putback.
But 2 points is 2 points, so we'll take it.
Coach Allen decides he doesn't like what he sees and takes the timeout.
Hey friends, can I help you?
GTV, we have normal-sized fingers.
Right now, you got to figure Coach Kalimas is talking to the guys about how they can get back into their style of offense, which earlier in the game was a more up and down, fast-paced running offense. Not so much the half-court style that they've fallen into these last few possessions of the early third quarter.
Right, and I think the timeout was called by Sandburg, so East got a little break right there just to try to change up things. And tries to go for the alley-oop one more time. 2 alley-oops, no avail. So no Blake Griffin moves tonight. Jalen Jones will go to Arsnevic. To Yancey. Arsnevic to Jones. To Jalen. Arsnevic under the net. Can't get it out, so we'll go back to the three-point line. Jones will take his turn, and he'll rattle off the rim, and he'll go out. Sandburg taking it out, number 11, Ryan Parker. Parker will go to Vian. Vian being guarded tightly. Parker goes to the paint. Vian for a 3. Off the rim, and nice rebound by Jones. They're coming up with his brother, Jeremy. Jelani Yancey to Jeremy Jones under the net. Got it for 2. Griffins take the lead.
Great look from Yancey to Jones.
Another lead change here in this game, 27-25. Here's Parker to number 2, Lenner for 3. No, almost another rebound by Jalen Jones. Behind the back pass, almost to Joe Magrum. Can't get it. Vian, a shot fake again by baseline. Here's a whistle. Another shot fake from Sandburg. That's really part of their offense tonight.
27-25 Griffins with 3:47 left, third quarter.
Fouls. The Griffins have 2, and Sandburg still has none. So third quarter, no fouls. That works out pretty well. But Vian under the net. Nobody even caught him.
No, it's great inbounds play. Totally uncontested layup right underneath the net. So here we are tied 27-27. Griffins in a little bit of a half-court offense. What they want to do is actually run. That's where they've had the most success.
Yancey keeps it in. Arsnevic, 3, off the rim. Gives it to Yancey. Yancey. Oh, he missed. He missed Jalen Jones.
Well, that's one of those opportunities where you've got the shot, and then you think you see something, but you pretty much already committed to the shot. It would have been much better off trying to hit that little 8-footer.
But still a tie game. We got 3:14 to go in the third quarter. What a fast quarter it was. So Leniner. Back to Leniner. It will go to number 40, DJ Deere. Deere will go to Vian. Dishes it out for a 2. Sandburg takes the lead again. Another lead change.
Yeah, this game just has the makings of one of those back-and-forth seesaw battles.
Yeah. Who knows? We might see one of those one-point victories again from a team, you know?
We'll take it.
Yeah. Joe Magrum will get a whistle. And we'll have some changes here. Yes, we'll have a few. We'll go Jeremy Jones and Zoran Arsnevic will come out. And we got Matt Sputic in with Michael Thompson also coming in. Sputic will inbound to Jelani Yancey. Yancey under the baseline, behind the back. Oh, he just missed the net.
Looks like they're saying he stepped out of bounds, I think. Kind of hard for me to tell from this angle.
Well, Sandburg's taking it out here. Jalen Jones guarding Vian. Oh, under the net, finally! The Eagles will get their alley-oop layup that they were looking for. Took them 3 tries, but they got it.
You know, I don't know if that really was intended to be an alley-oop. It was just a little bit of a high pass.
Hey, you go! GTV, we always got your back.
You gotta take care of your Griffin. You can't
Oh,
let him
yeah.
make a fool out of himself with that toilet paper.
I mean,
on
your
his paw.
mascot's special. I mean, it's they have fun here. I mean, where is you? I haven't seen him for a few quarters, so he should be coming out of wherever he lives
He's around
soon.
here somewhere. That's a good question. As I was saying before, though, I don't know if that was really supposed to be an alley-oop or if it was just a little bit of a high pass, but going up and getting it and not even let the ball come down.
Well, he made it look like one, so I guess they'll think it is. Here comes Michael Thompson in the paint. Layup, got it. Nobody really guarded Thompson. Got in there freely. Here's Deere. He will go to Lediner. We'll go to Vian. Vian passes, go to Deere. Deere, guys to go for two. Off the run, blocked by Brett Sheehy.
Great job of Sheehy getting a hand in there because that was an easy 2 points.
Sheehy will take over now. Sputic for three. Oh, off the rim. Griffins aren't having that much luck with threes today. And there's a whistle. Sandburg side is getting excited. They're jumping up while the east side stays down. Now Sandburg will go for the three-point play, and they're changing up some personnel. Now in for Sandburg, number 33, Joel Kologowski. And shooting at free throws is number 21, Brian Dace. He'll make it the three-point play. It is 34 to 29, and John Jankowski's checking in for Joe Magrum. So the big men switch a little bit. A minute 10 to go in the third quarter. Matt Sputic will go to Michael Thompson. Pass to Jankowski. Oh, they just blocked John Jankowski. Wow.
That should be a technical foul. Great block, but then let me give you a name. I guess that was Jason Vian, who's had a nice game. Just being a tough guy, I guess, yelling in Jankowski's face. There's no question that should have been a technical foul. Great block, but the whole the performance afterwards.
Yeah.
And he's getting a little talk from the referee right now as well. He's getting a little chat, but I think it should have been more than that.
Right.
So again, great block, but then the performance afterwards, just unimpressive.
Yeah, that's pretty unsportsmanlike for a high school player, but Jankowski will sink his free throw. And still getting up there to block 6'7" John Jankowski. That's I can't argue. That's a feat right there. I mean,
well, like I said, the performance afterwards less than impressive. Sometimes those things have a way of kind of coming back and biting you a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to the fourth quarter here because we got ourselves a heck of a ball game.
Yeah. Well, a minute ago it was Vian going against Jankowski. They're guarding against each other in the paint. So who knows what can happen then later. And Sandburg's going to hold off. Coach Todd Allen just put up the hand to his point guard saying, okay, let's hold on a little bit.
Well, they tried doing that at the end of the second quarter, and what happened was they held the ball so long that when they did try to do something, they were kind of out of rhythm and turned the ball over. So let's see what happens here.
Right. 5 seconds to shoot, and set off a three off the rim. Buzzer beater. Oh, can't get the two. Knocks it in. They got it. Buzzer beater.
Yeah, the tip right before the buzzer. So it's going to be a 5-point Sandburg lead, 36-31 Sandburg. And Coach Klimas is going to have a little chat right now and figure out how we're going to put a stop to this little run that Sandburg's been on these last few minutes.
Mr. Galligan?
Shut up!
GTV, we do the work so you don't have to.
Waiting for the fourth quarter to start. Sandburg leads 36-31. Coach Klimas, Coach Anstedt, the rest of the staff looking in. Talking to the guys about what it's going to take to get back to that first quarter when we were running up and down, kind of having our way offensively. Right now, struggling a little bit, giving up a couple of easy baskets to Sandburg. The alley-oop, not quite an alley-oop, there was no dunk, but the alley-oop layup that was very nicely executed nonetheless. A couple other baskets that we've given up here in the last couple minutes. A little bit too easy. Okay, we want to make them work just a little bit harder and really earn those baskets. Now that one at the buzzer there, they definitely earned that.
Yeah.
The offensive rebound, nicely done.
Well, I think the Griffins can do it. I mean, Coach Kalimas, he's a great coach, and Coach Anstead, they got a Hall of Fame coach on the bench right there, so he knows how to give a good pep talk. Thompson goes for 3 off the rim. Can't get the offensive rebound, though, so here comes the Eagles. Under the paint, he'll step out to the three-point line. Vian. And he'll slow things down a bit. Guarded by Arsnevic. Nobody's watching number 2 over there. But they'll finally get him. Guarded by Thompson. Sandburg slowing things down, making sure the Griffins can't get a huge lead here. Oh, Vian with a nice catch. Oh, who's got it down there? All the way to the other side of court. He'll dish it out to Arsnevic. Arsnevic comes in behind the back. He'll give it up.
Jalen Jones really needs to hustle back on defense a little bit more.
Yeah. But here comes Jalen Jones himself. Tries to redeem himself. He did.
Well, that'll work every now and then. They have a word for it. It's usually called cherry picking.
Yeah.
That'll work, but I think we're going to need him on defense too.
Jalen Jones picks it off now. There's the defense. Underneath the leg, he'll go to Michael Thompson. Soren Arsnevic. Go to Michael Thompson. Arsnevic to Thompson, to Jones. Jones under the paint, off the rim. Rebound by Jankowski. Who's got it? Whistle.
There's a foul on somebody. We don't know who. It's going to be against East. Okay, so Sandburg ball up 3 right now. And again, we're getting good looks. They're close looks, and they're good shots. They're always just a little bit strong. A lot of shots off that back iron so far.
Right. Well, Sandburg ball, so the Griffins really need to hold them off right now. They're down by 3, so if they could have somebody at the three-point line. Oh, but he missed. So they'll get a second chance. Rebound. They'll go in for Sandburg.
Well, one problem I foresee in the near future is the foul situation. We've got 4. Sandburg only has 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's try to cut down those fouls, boys. All right, let's get a few points here. Thompson working his way. 5:40 to go in the game. Yancey, we'll go to Arsnevic. Calling over Michael Thompson. Kalimas, Coach Kalimas telling them to switch. Will it work? No, they'll miss the three-pointer. That would have helped very well if he could have made that. Underneath the net, and Sandburg adds on. 40-33 is the score.
And a very excited Sandburg crowd really likes what they've seen in the last, well, really the last half of the game.
Yeah, well.
GTV, keeping you warm this holiday season.
There you have it, GTV, keeping you warm. Now, what we need to do, speaking of getting warm, is we need to get hot here. The Griffins have to make a couple of baskets here because down 7 with just over 5 minutes left, we're at a point in the game now where it could go either way. We could get back in it or we could let it slip away.
Yeah. Well, now the crowd, speaking here, the Sandburg crowd has really woken up here, as you said in the past quarter, and the East crowd, the football players, they've gotten a little quiet here, so they got to get back in the game and cheer their team on.
Yeah, one of the most memorable parts of the first half was just how into it the fans on the East sidelines were, especially the football team. There's probably, at least 40 of them here tonight, I would say, and they're all sitting right there. So anytime anything happened in front of their bench, there was a huge reaction. I think our players on the court sort of fed off of that.
Joe Magrum will man the three-point line. Jalen Jones almost lost it, but he got it back. Arsnevic, go to Jones. Michael Thompson loses it at the baseline. So Sandburg ball here. Griffins really need to put on the defense here. Got to keep them out. And they're trying to, as you can see, they're trying to do that, keep them in their own zone, but they couldn't do it all the way. So Sandburg will try to get up. Thompson heavily putting on heavy defense. And it'll go east way. Yancey, nice play. Thompson, nice catch. And it'll be a whistle. That would have been a nice play if there was no travel there. Here comes Jeremy Jones for Michael Thompson.
Yeah, two turnovers there in a row for Thompson, so Coach K going to give him a little breather and let Jones get back in there. And his length on defense, I think, will help too, Jeremy Jones's.
Yeah, and you know, I've said this before, but I noticed that the team plays a little better when both Jones brothers are out there for some reason. I don't know if it's because they have more chemistry or because, I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like
certainly they're very familiar with each other. They obviously know each other's games, so I think there's a kind of an unspoken communication between them on the court, which is obviously pretty useful.
Yeah. Okay, so Sandburg will inbound again. Looks they've had so many inbounds today. Oh, caught by Vian, and will go out to 3-point, double teamed. Who's gonna get the ball? Can he pick it up? No, Sandburg will take it. Another inbound for Sandburg coming. Jason Vian is gonna inbound it here. It's gonna go off to number 40, DJ Deere. Back to Vian, Deere. Deere manning the 3-point zone. Double teamed by both Jones brothers right there, but they'll step off. Zoran Arsnevic. Tight defense, nobody saw him under the net, and he'll put it in for 2. You gotta stay by the baseline.
Well, the extra pass is really starting to pay dividends now, because when they do make that extra pass, it's resulting in some pretty open looks and easy baskets. So 42-33 now, just under 4 minutes left, and the chance of the 3-point play to extend this to a 10-point lead.
They'll miss. So good news for the Griffins there, no free throw. So Yancey will take it to Arsnevic. Arsnevic calling over Jeremy Jones. Back to Jalen. Yancey for 3. Oh, off the rim. Griffins not having much luck with 3 today, but Joel Magrum got it for 2. And a
Well,
foul.
we needed that one, that's for sure. And we need this free throw big time, too.
All right, Joel. Let's get this one here, big guy.
And that came off of a rebound of a Yancey three-pointer. I think obviously down 7, maybe 6 here in a moment. We're going to see a few more three-pointers in the next couple minutes.
He got it. Okay, 42-36. Closer game now. Joel Magrum gets the 3-point play, and the Griffins have to play tight defense again. Spinorama, and there'll be a whistle. So who's gonna get the ball now? Looks like Sandburg's gonna inbound. Yep, Jalen Jones draws the foul. The fouls are 6-3, and the Griffins have the 6. Jalen Jones will come out. He'll get a break. He's been on the court almost all quarter. Cross-court pass to Deere. Huge pass, actually. Vian will go to, oh, picked up by Arsnevic. Fast break. Layup. Got it. Coach Kalimas just flew out of his chair right there. I don't know if he's giving directions or what, but here he comes again. Yancey. Got it. Just look at the crowd.
A 7-0 run in the last minute or so, starting by the Magrum two-pointer and the foul, the three-point play, and 2 quick baskets.
Whoa! When did it snow?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Whoa.
GTV. No detail escapes us.
A minute ago, the Griffins were down 9 points, and Sandburg was on the free throw line trying to make it a 10-point lead. And what do you know? A 7-0 run, a 3-point play, a couple of quick turnovers and layups, and now it's 40 points to 42 points. Just a 2-point deficit here. Pretty exciting game so far, Brennan.
This is just awesome. On that last bucket by Yancey, the crowd flew out of their seats. It was electric in here.
Absolutely. Well, now I'm curious to see what Sandburg does. I mean, we've seen them play a little bit of a, I don't want to say a stall, but a very ball control offense. And with the small lead and about 3 minutes left, they might decide that they want to go back to that. But on the other hand, the Griffins have been pressing, and we've been creating turnovers. Almost got another one right there.
Sandburg trying to slow things down again. 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter, and we'll have a foul.
That's the 7th on the Griffins. So Sandburg will be at the line for the 1-and-1.
Well, this is all we can hope for is he misses them. He missed! Rebound by Yancey. Here come the Griffins again.
I really thought Yancey was thinking about hitting the 3 there. It looked like he had an open look, and he's done it so far tonight. He's made them.
Yancey at the baseline. Go to Joe Magrum. Oh, off the board. Magrum could have been the hero there, but they'll draw.
Well, it was a strong take. I think he was trying to draw a foul, and frankly, it looked like he was fouled, but refs didn't see it that way. I will say this: the refs have been consistent for the most part, letting the guys play tonight. Not a lot of, ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, but Griffins get the ball back, and Jalen Jones is back in for Brett Sheehy. Jeremy Jones to his brother Jalen. There's Jeremy Jones.
Ooh, he's checking his feet. He wanted to know if he was behind the arc.
Yeah, pulled it back a little bit. Arsnevic to Yancey.
We don't want to be too tentative, okay? It's a close game, but we don't need to stall. If we see something we like, we can be aggressive.
Yeah. Arsnevic pulls the trigger off the rim.
Got to follow our shots there. Don't assume that it's going in.
Yeah.
Follow your shot. You've got that rebound. I like the aggressiveness, though.
Yeah. Double teamed. Come on, guys. You gotta play tight defense here. Oh, Jerry Jones went for the jump. Didn't fool him. Tipped by Magrum. Oh no, Sandburg got it back. Travel. Where's the travel there? East wanted to travel it, didn't get it. And they'll put it in.
Why that's not an offensive foul, I don't know. I told you these guys are letting the kids play, but some fouls need to be called.
Yeah. Well, Griffins need it here.
They don't need a 3 this possession, though. They still have time.
Right. Arsnevic, and we'll have timeout. What a series. That was wild right there. Timmy, you want to come inside?
You can do that? Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
GTV. Wow.
52.8 seconds left. The Griffins down 4. The problem, aside from the point deficit, is that we have 7 fouls, they have 3, so we're not going to be going to the line unless we get fouled shooting, and they're going to be going to the line for anything.
Yeah, well, we'll take anything right now. 52 seconds to go into timeout. Coach Kalimas giving the little pep talk there, and the band. Good look there, always leading the way.
Well, the important thing to remember is on this possession, the Griffins do have the ball. We don't necessarily need a 3. If it's there, great, okay? But this is a 2-possession game, so this possession doesn't have to be the 3-point possession.
Right. Well, who's going to be out? We got Joe Magrum, Jeremy Jones, Jay Yancey, Jalen Jones, and Zoran Arsnevic.
Yeah, we got the starting lineup out there, and the one thing I'm realizing is this playoff game scheduled for, I think I said March 2nd versus Sandburg at Lincoln Way North. That's turned into quite a matchup.
Yeah. Magrum coming in, paint, got it! Joe Magrum makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, there's your 2-point possession. Now you need a hold.
Everybody standing. Picked off. Come on. Go!
What an incredible defensive sequence. And now it'll be Yancey going to the line with just under 32 seconds left with an opportunity to tie this game.
Okay, Jay, here you go. Oh! He misses the first. They need the rebound. Second! 1 point. One more. Vian, fake! We got a whistle. And there's that 1-point game again.
Well, I like what we did, which was attempted to get the turnover. We spent about 7 or 8 seconds trying to get a turnover, and when it became obvious we probably weren't going to get one, we went ahead and fouled, which is what we needed to do, because now we need to turn this into as many back and forth possessions as possible.
Right.
We don't want them running the clock out. We want to foul, come down, get a basket, no turnover, okay, foul again, and just keep this thing going as long as we can.
Well, the starting lineup may come back out. I'm not really sure if he's going to come in. He's in the huddle right now, so we'll see here.
One thing we've got going for us right now is that Sandburg hasn't been great at making their free throws. Now, Vian, I would imagine, is probably pretty cool under pressure. He's one of their better players.
Well,
but I also mentioned that Vian was being a little bit of a tough guy earlier in the game, screaming in people's faces after a blocked shot, and I thought that might come back to haunt him a little bit later.
Maybe
so
it is
we'll
now.
see. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
He
Makes
made
the first one.
Well, the football team's giving him a little hard time.
Yeah, well, he made that first free throw look easy, so we'll see what he does here.
He made them both. All right. Well,
Okay, so once again, same situation. We don't necessarily need a 3, although it would help. Still have time. If they give us an easy basket, take it. We'll continue to foul, send them back to the line, hopefully foul somebody that's not one of their better free throw shooters. But for now, what they need to do more than anything is score. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 3-pointer.
right. Well, if they're going to foul somebody, as you said, foul somebody who's not the best at free throws, but you don't know that it's not labeled on their head. I'm bad at free throws, so you got to get lucky.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Kalimas and the rest of the staff has the scouting report, so they know who their better free throw shooters are. They know who their better ball handlers are. So they know who they would prefer to get the ball.
Good look at the huddle on your screen. Coach Anstedt leaning down with Coach Kalimas.
Yeah, well, that's what happens late in close games. It's just a flurry of timeouts and back and forth, and that's why the last minute can take a lot longer. But, we're having a great game right here, so we don't mind. We don't have anywhere to go, and we're already starting to think about that playoff matchup March 2nd when East and Sandburg will play again, what could potentially end up being a rubber match if Sandburg wins tonight.
Well, and then it will be on the neutral court, too. So,
That's true. Well, they'll each be able to say that they won on the other team's home court if Sandburg holds on tonight, but we haven't conceded just yet. 22.6 seconds left, down 3, and we have the ball. Again, don't need a 3-pointer. I would take one, but we still got a little bit of time left.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, there's really no advantage on a neutral court unless your fans show up. I mean, it's like the Auburn and Oregon game from college football. Neutral field, but fans still showed up and cheered their team on. Okay, Griffins, 15 seconds. Arsnevic shoots a three. Oh, off the rim. Comes in for two. Looks like it's going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. You know, I didn't like the shot. I didn't mind that it was a three-pointer. I minded that it wasn't a good look. Okay, I mean, it didn't even hit the rim, or maybe it glanced it. It was essentially an air ball. But, you know, you're trying to make something happen.
Right.
You're trying to make something happen. You're trying to, you know, be the hero and hit the big shot. So like we said, it looks like Sandburg's going to pull it out on our court. We pulled out a close victory on their court. And there's going to be a neutral court game in Lincoln Way North in about a week.
Well, I got to say, even though the Griffins couldn't pull this one off, it was a great game. I mean, just exciting. The crowd, the players, and the game itself. That was one of the best games I've ever called.
Yeah, you see you're getting a good look right now at the football team. They're still here. They're here in pretty good numbers. They've got some creative chants that they're doing at the moment.
0.8 seconds to go, so one more inbound should do it. Arsnevic with a shot off the rim, and that'll do it here at Lincoln Way.
Well, a good game and a tough loss. There's no question about that, but obviously there's no question this is the team we can play with. We've beaten them once. It was a very close game tonight. Looking forward to the rematch. That is going to drop the Griffins to 13 and 11 and 6 and 6 in conference. You know, they definitely want to finish above 500 in conference. We've got two more games to do that. We've got Lincoln Way Central on Tuesday, and next Friday we've got Lockport for senior night. So ideally, we would wrap up our conference season at 8 and 6, finish off at about 15 and 10 overall, and have a little bit of momentum going into the state tournament.
Yeah, well, you're going to need momentum. You're going to come in and play this team that we just saw today, and as you can see, they got momentum right now. They just beat us. So.
Well, Coach Kalimas told me that they didn't really have any secrets. Each team knew each other's strengths and weaknesses, and they weren't going to hold anything back. But you never know. Coach Kalimas might have held a little bit something back just so he's got that upper hand come playoff time. So we'll see.
Right. Did you see the scoreboard?
Well, there you see it. Yeah, 43-49. Of course, Sandburg on top. And I think we may end up with a couple of commercials, but if not, we want to thank you for another great Griffin broadcast. We look forward to seeing you. There we are. Wave to the camera. We look forward to seeing you next Friday against Lockport, which is senior night, and that will be our last broadcast of the basketball season since we don't go to the neutral sites for the tournament. So this is Dan Galligan and Brendan King saying, go East, go Griffin, and go Blue.
Ooh! Our new camera's here, sweet! Timmy!
Hey friends, can I help you?
GTV, we have normal-sized fingers.
Hey, you go! GTV, we always got your back.